They are all short. I mean shortest. People call them dwarves. They are all born short apart from the youngest, who says she was born with a tall stature, but as she grew, she mysteriously went on becoming short and shorter. They say that living a life with such a short stature is not good at all, mainly due to bullying they face each and every day.
Nitwa Harerimana na Maria. Nitwa Sifa.
Nitwa Veronica Tihabwa.
Nitwa Niyonagira Hadija nkaba
Manero Patience.
Manirumva Aisha.
She's the mother to these 2 children and says others are grandchildren. She says she's lucky to be having grandchildren and great-grandchildren. She jokes that the secret behind living long is all because of the shortest height which they all share, but says her life condition right now is at stake. She recently had eye surgery but never went back to the hospital for follow-up. This grandmother says that in her family they had 11 children. There were so many enough to make a complete football team. They all were very tall except her, and in a way that she doesn't know, she produced short children who also produced other short children. And now they say that they have a shortest family in the world. She's so old that she doesn't even recall how old she is or when she was born. She thinks her age is between 90 and 100 years. Her and the whole family tells us what it is being the shortest people in the world. They share with us their day-to-day life.
Sifa ndo mama. Mfite umwana umwe.
I'm a mother of 1 child. I was always told that a shortest girl like me can never find a lover, but my short stature did not hinder me to have a lover. I had a boyfriend since my high school studies. He waited for me, and after high school we got married, and now I'm a proud mother despite my short stature. Due to this short stature, it became a problem when she joined primary. Desks were too tall for her, and the school had to customize her own desk. She says she never went to the blackboard to solve any question due to this short height, where she could not reach the blackboard. Sifa has several times been bullied due to her short stature, and she was hurt, but after meeting other disabled people who are even weaker than how she is, she now doesn't care on what people say about her. She's just thankful for the gift of life, and again happy that she at least produced a tall baby. She says that after schools, she was never given a job wherever she applied. Then had a brilliant idea of learning hair salon skills. She now knows how to weave hair and make hair in different styles. She says she has a lot of skills, but lacks capital so that she would establish her own business to make a living. Life as a shortest person is always difficult since day one. I realized I was short when I had 7 years. It was by when I was in primary, and many children would make fun of my height. But life continued, and I grew up, got married, and produced 5 children. I was so unlucky that the mother to my children later abandoned me. Back in the days, dating a beautiful girl, yet you are this short, was not easy. Some would reject your proposal even before they talk to you. To be honest, I can say that I was rejected by girls a zillion times due to my height. I think everything comes from the above, and they say a good wife is a blessing from heaven. I tried all my best, approached this lady who was even taller than me. We loved each other so much. She surprised me with a yes, and from that day we got married and had 5 children. 3 of them are these ones here. The remaining 2 don't have same height problem as we have. They are all tall. As long as I was short, it was not a big deal when I produced these 3 short children. As I was behind the bars, there came a rich tall guy who seduced my wife and later took her away. Coming back from prison, I found she had abandoned all these 5 children, yet they were young. This indecent decision of her really hurt me so much, seeing my children left with no one else to take care of them. I now have to make sure, raise and provide for all my children. And that is the reason why I'll never bring in a second wife. I'll give my time and care to my children since the wife left us. I'm a mother to one child. She's 12 years old and she's in primary too. She's as short as all of us. That one there is my mother, followed by the brother, and 3 girls remaining are my nieces. You know, life is not fair, but we have to always fight and fight for life. You can't just sit and refuse to learn and think life will do you a favor. You have to stand up and fight for what you want. I met the father to this child back during the 1994 genocide, where we were fleeing. When peace was restored, we returned, fell in love and got married. We later produced this beautiful daughter of mine. The father later died, and from there we started struggling with life, since I have no job and the child needs to eat, go to school and get requirements, then school fees. It's not easy to provide all, but I do each and everything so as to get by. A lot of people fear to come to this home of ours. Some even stop their children from visiting us. They all go bullying us that we are dwarves. We always receive painful words that one cannot even repeat. But if we see you as journalists coming to us, it really makes us happy and we feel that we are also people like others. I tried going to school but failed. You see, despite being this short, my legs are also disabled. That's why I have this clutch to help me move from one place to another. And the school was located very far from here. Going there daily was not possible, and since I could not attend school regularly, the decision was to drop out. Finding yourself in a community of disabled people challenged us. To make the matters worse, our mother later left us and went to live with another husband. It was by when Dad was in prison. She left us by when we were very young, and life could become bitter and bitter daily. But despite all those suffering we passed through, God has been by our side. We have grown. It's now our turn to make our Father proud, and sure, we won't let him down. She says her and the sister were not only short, but their legs were not that strong to support movement. They could crawl until one day when they met a good Samaritan who saved their lives and took them to the hospital. Due to this dwarfism, we had another problem. We could go on crawling as reptiles. And then there came a doctor who advised us to go to a certain hospital. He took the initiative of taking us to the hospital and paid our medical bill. Doctors examined us and then we were treated. But after a while, the doctor who took us there ran out of money. But what he did for us was so helpful. We can now manage to walk, though we use crutches. If it had not been that brave doctor who did whatever he could to make us stand and walk, though we go by the help of clutches, but it were better than crawling. If it wasn't for him, we could still be crawling. I was not happy finding myself this short, but to me, it's a different case. By when I was born, I was tall. Trust me, very tall. I was not like any of these ones. But as I grew, instead of growing tall and taller, the height grew backwards and I started becoming very short. I'm also not sure what happened to me. By when I was in primary 2, my legs could not allow me to move. That's when the good Samaritan the sister talked about took us to the hospital. And after coming to the hospital, there was no one to afford the school fees. And that was the end of my education. Since most of these people are unemployed, you can help them get money for raising their capital. This would allow them to establish a business and bless their lives instantly. You can click on the GoFundMe link found in description and pinned in top comment so as to make an impact on their lives. Thank you for watching. I'm Elijah and this is Afrimax English. Remember to subscribe.